and stuff like that.
Sorry about the audio. All right.
And none of that.
You missed nothing interesting.
Good. I didn't want
It's
anyone
fine,
to
it's
hear
fine,
that
it's
anyways.
All right, the audio should be working now. How are we all doing today?
I'm doing good, Johnny. How about you?
It's good to hear.
Thank
Good to hear,
you.
Dante.
Thank
I'm
you.
doing all right. I'm hanging in there.
He's hanging in there?
Hey, my
We're
heart was
all-
broken too yesterday.
We're all hanging on by threads.
Yeah.
It is true.
We're
I
all
forgot
hanging
about
on
that.
by
Yeah.
threads.
Let's just get the show started. We have episode 447.
Yep.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Make sure you guys like and subscribe, as Big Nick says, which doesn't really resonate as much anymore with where the show's at. But if you're listening to the show on the podcast, subscribe to the show, leave a rating, whatever. We got a lot of great content coming out to you guys today and tomorrow. Where is my calendar? Here it is. Tonight on Mustache Bros, we've got my GM
My
mode.
GM bros.
My GM Bros, that's what we call it.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
No one. Hey,
In
people
Boston.
didn't think we'd make it.
If you want to watch someone lose $14,000,
Hey,
Go watch
Let's
it.
no spoilers. Come on now.
I didn't say who.
Um,
And
So we have that on my Mustache Bros, and on our YouTube account we have another movie quiz. Josh and Rory play a game called Movies Sped Up that comes out today at 5 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. It's a fun game. Pretty exciting ending there. It comes down to the wire, so check it out. Tomorrow on Mustache Bros, we got Wrestlers in Movies Part 2. Dante
2.
and John are guessing wrestlers in movies, and on our main account.
Post that. Yes, you did.
And on our main account, we have another snack time. Big ass cookies. Big Nick tries
Big
some
ass
big ass
cookies.
cookies. Those cookies were good. Pretty damn good cookies. Before we go on, if you're listening to this as a podcast and want to join our conversation with many of our live viewers, we got a lot of live viewers today. We got Sonny, Amanda, Connor, Ethan, and Dwayne Bacon all here today. Welcome everyone.
Hi,
Go subscribe to our
everyone.
Patreon. We got bonus podcasts, bonus YouTube videos, a lot of bonus stuff there. So it's worth your while. It's worth your money. Check it out. It's a good place to be. Also, another programming note. Tomorrow, we will be doing In the Pit.
What am
It
I
will not be Friday. It's going to be moved to tomorrow because it's going to be really hot in this office, and most of us probably won't be here Friday because of that.
Big
And
time.
because we don't have AC in our office, in our room up there, and it gets like 85, 86 degrees on
Oh,
hot
it,
days.
it gets
Sometimes 87.
actually hit 88.
Oh,
last
hit
week.
88? Yeah, it gets really hot up there.
It gets hot.
And some people get mad.
So we made a video. We put out a Mustache Bros wrestling video yesterday, or the last few actually, but yesterday because we've had a fan going and it's kind of the mic picked up on it, and we put in the disclaimer. It's hot, and people were like, "No way, it can be that hot." Yeah,
It's like 88 degrees
guys,
in this room.
it could get really,
There's
especially in the
one-
room that we film in because we
Yeah.
we put the curtain up and everything.
There's
No,
one that said 95 in Boston. No
it's the
way.
summer.
It's like,
It's August.
So-
what do you does it not get warm?
It's gonna be a hundo tomorrow.
It's going to be 100
yeah,
degrees
it's literally
tomorrow.
gonna hit 100 degrees tomorrow. It
90,
gets hot.
high of 97 on Friday, high of 94. Oh, it's going to rain all weekend.
It is.
Oh,
No
it's gonna-
Cisco for me.
No Cisco.
Darn.
Oh, it's going to rain and the heat's going to break. Oh, my God. Next week's going to be the 80s every day.
That's what we're
Beautiful.
looking for.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Speaking of breaking,
My heart.
your heart,
Good segue.
the organization.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Juan Soto gets traded from the Nationals
Josh
to
Bell.
and Josh Bell to the San Diego Padres. Nationals acquire Mackenzie Gore, Robert Hassel Jr. III, C.J. Abrams, James Wood, Charlin Susana, and Luke Voigt.
Johnny, let me know when you want me to pour one out.
You can just do it. Yeah,
That was a big pour out for
Juan
you.
Soto, the best player to ever get traded, gets traded.
Is he the best player to ever get traded?
At
yeah.
this age.
At this age,
With,
at this,
the value
With
that
like
he has.
how young he is.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
yeah, makes sense.
I made a video, or I recorded a video earlier today that's not going to go out because I don't have time to edit it. But pretty much what I was saying in the video is people outside of the Nationals, fan base and whatever, are like, how could you make this trade? And like, listen, you don't want to trade Juan Soto.
No.
You
No.
don't want to trade Juan
no
Soto.
part of Rizzo wanted to trade him.
No. But you look at the flip side of it. The Nationals only had him for 2.5 more years. They were not negotiating with the Nationals. He did not want to be a National.
No.
After 2.5 years, he wanted to test free agency.
He's already got a ring, so I mean,
He, the Nationals farm system was 26th ranked farm system in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
They're the worst team in baseball with him on the roster already, and Josh Bell. So it's kind of one of those situations where you step back and you're like, this team is fucked. We're fucked with him. We're fucked without him. No matter which way you bend it, the Nationals have no future.
No.
You have Juan
No,
Soto,
no.
yes, but like look at the Angels are a perfect example of a team that kept their guy and just don't do anything. You could be the Angels and watch Mike Trout every night, and there's get me wrong, there is value of Angels fans going to go to the park every night and watching Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani play baseball.
you see how many people went to the Marlins game to watch Shohei Ohtani?
Exactly. It's a draw, and it's beautiful to watch. Watching Juan Soto even play on the shit Nats team is incredible because he is truly one of the best hitters I have ever seen.
There's just
ever.
certain players you go to watch the player. You could give a shit about the game. You go to watch the player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, my heart breaks for the situation the Nationals were in. Every move that they had made.
Considering what they looked like last year at this time.
Yeah. Every move that the Nationals made since 2019 has blown up in their faces in a way that you can't even anticipate. They have not made a
Snacky.
single good move since 2019.
No.
And it's
No.
not like they haven't tried. They've re-signed Strasburg. They signed Will Harris. They've got Josh Bell. Josh Bell was the only good move. Bringing back old guys like Howie Kendrick. Players. They brought back players. They tried to run it back a little bit. They could have done more. They could have gotten Correa. They could have gotten a few more pieces, but it wasn't going to matter. This team was doomed from the start, and everything that the Nats did this offseason blew up in their face. They signed 6 guys to 1-year deals for the hopes to get traded at the deadline. They couldn't move a single one of them. The only player they were able to trade besides Soto and Bell were Erie Adrianza. Yeah.
On paper, it's a hell. I mean, not even on paper, it's a hell of a return. Like it's a good return. Don't get me wrong, but it's so far out.
You can't. It's
and it's so hard to say because
there is a chance, not a good chance, a chance that Luke Voigt is the best player from this list.
I mean, there is.
There is a chance. That's what the chance.
We're only a couple years removed from Luke Voigt being one of the better first basemen in the league.
2020, he led the league in homers.
Yeah.
That's the problem is with prospects is you never fucking know.
I mean, C.J. Abrams is already granted it hasn't been long, but we've seen him in the majors.
And
I'm
it's
not
been underwhelming.
I'm not. Yeah, right. I'm not counting him out yet because obviously he's how many games has he played?
46
125 at bats.
Yeah.
You can't count him out yet. But at the same time, it's probably not what you wanted to see from him so far. And then you're talking about James Wood, who's 19. Susana's 18.
Mackenzie Gore's been blech this year.
He's been okay.
4.50 ERA.
And then Hassel got drafted last year, if I'm correct. So
yeah.
They're building pieces for the farm system, but realistically, it probably gets them into the 16, 17 range, maybe farm-wise. And they're still so far removed.
No, they're about 8 now.
They are?
They're 8th ranked farm
Wow.
system. That's how much it catapulted them.
Okay.
So it catapulted them.
Yeah.
But still, trading away the best player to be traded, and only becoming the 8th best farm system.
On the flip side, though, the Padres are absolutely balling right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're just making splash after splash.
Hader,
Drury having
Drury.
a crazy year.
Yeah.
Soto. I mean, and they got rid of Hosmer too. Also crazy. Still paying him, but
yeah. So we'll talk about that now. Hosmer, the Hosmer saga of it all. Hosmer was originally supposed to be included in that trade for Soto. He was the main veteran going back instead of Luke Voigt. But Hosmer has a no trade clause, and he can have 10 teams that are on that no trade clause, and the Nationals are on that 10 team no trade clause.
I don't blame him.
And I don't blame him for not wanting to go to this team.
Not at all.
It's a death sentence.
Not at all.
Instead, they flip him to the Red Sox, who will pay 0% of his salary, pretty much, except for like the
Pretty
league
much.
minimum.
Nuts.
We're paying him under $1 million every year. So
That's
I like that
crazy.
move for the Sox.
I don't. I like it more than I did when it first happened because we hadn't seen what was going to go on with the contract and things like that. I still don't love it.
It's a very low risk, high reward type of situation.
Got 2 prospects back too.
What happened?
Yeah,
got
we
two
got like the
prospects.
28th
Yep.
and like the 29th prospect in there, or whatever. Or or something like that. I mean, they're both nothing crazy. It's going to be a lotto. It's a lotto. They're both lotto ticket prospects, but regardless, I don't know. Every move the Red Sox made, there's a side you question it, and I think Heim's got a lot of answers to give out.
Yeah.
Especially if things don't start to work out the way he thinks they're going to work out in the next year or so. Because so far, the moves that he made to impact the team now haven't worked. Like, Franchi hasn't worked.
I hope he never
the choice
touches
of
the field
Franchi for
again this
Benintendi
year.
was a weird one at the time.
Right.
And
Verdugo, I mean, I'm not putting the Betts trade on him because that was pretty much all ownership, and he inherited that situation.
Mhm.
I mean, Verdugo's been okay. Obviously, it's nowhere near the return of Mookie Betts, but when you look at that trade, it's Hansel Robles. So the three guys in those two trades are Hansel, Franchi, and Verdugo. Hansel got DFA'd.
Yep.
Franchi's back in AAA, and Verdugo's hitting 250 with some pop. So it hasn't looked great. I don't know. It's a tough time to be a Red Sox fan.
tough time to be a Nats fan. But you know, isn't it a
Yeah.
tough time to be a fan of?
Padres.
Padres, yeah. I was gonna say Mets. Mets, even though they didn't do anything, they did get a big piece back last night.
They
Jacob
did.
deGrom came back and lost to the Nats.
Yeah, you want to know how?
Aha.
Want to know how you know Jacob deGrom is back? Is when he pitches 6 innings of one hit ball,
Uh-huh.
and they lose 5-1.
Yep.
So
Classic.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
So the Nats are 1-0 in the post Juan Soto era.
Huh?
that was-
yeah.
Yeah.
You hang your hat on that and call it a year.
There we go. That's it. Other trades that happened: Whit Merrifield gets traded to Toronto, which I think is hilarious because he's unvaccinated, and he says he'll get vaxxed for a contender,
Yeah.
but wouldn't get vaxxed for the Royals, which is just absolutely funny. Then other trades that happened, a lot of like smaller trades happened as well.
Yankees got Montes.
Yankees got
Pretty good
Frankie
trade
Montes
for
with
them.
good
They
trade for
also,
yeah.
Also, the Harrison Bader Montgomery trade.
Yeah. Weird.
What are the Cardinals doing?
Harrison Bader's not that good.
I think he's pretty solid. I mean, he's a great defender.
Great defender. You typed.
I
in-
just think the value that Bader gives you outweighs the value Montgomery gives you.
the
Especially in the fact that the Cardinals already have a pretty
the
good
Cardinals
staff.
they were adding up on pitching. They also got Quintana from the Pirates.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't blame them for adding depth for a team that's going to make a run in the postseason.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like Bader's a young guy, plays great defense, has shown potential at the plate.
Mhm.
And then for an older Montgomery, I don't know. It was a weird trade. It was definitely a weird one.
Yeah.
But
So who are some winners and some losers of the trade deadline? We'll do these real quick. Winner, the San Diego Padres.
Padres winners.
Houston Astros. Winner.
Houston Astros, they made some solid trades getting Trey Mancini.
Yeah.
Mancini, yeah.
They got, who else did they get?
Surprisingly, the Dodgers didn't do anything crazy.
The Dodgers
either.
had
They got
weird
Vasquez.
ticky-tack
Astros got
moves.
Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez too.
Yeah, yeah. Martin
Yeah, I
Maldona's,
mean, the Blue Jays trade, again, like,
The Blue Jays got
forgetting the whole Vax thing, Whit Merrifield's a great player. He doesn't
No,
miss
he's not.
games. I think he's a great player.
You want to know his stats this year?
He's been bad this year. He's on the
He's-
fantasy team this year. He's been awful.
He's been bad the
years
last
before that.
2 years.
What was he last year?
771 OPS.
40 stolen bases though.
Sure. But he's been pretty bad this year. I think it's a good move for a team
Um,
that needs like a little bit of a different look.
You definitely need a
with the Blue
second
Jays.
baseman as
Yeah.
well. Because Kevin
Um,
Biggio's not cutting it.
no.
And neither's Espinal's okay, but
He was an all-star.
yeah, after 2 replacements.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Winners and losers.
Cubs, I think, are a loser. Okay,
for not
couldn't-
dealing-
for not
yeah,
dealing Contreras
yeah.
or Hap. What are they doing? There are a lot of players who
they
didn't
wanted
get
more
moved.
for both of them. and
Yeah.
I just Contreras fine, but like Hap, I couldn't see them. I don't know.
I like what
Eh,
the Phillies did yesterday.
I like what the Phillies did. I also like what the Angels got in return.
Yeah.
So and I'm not going to call them a winner, but they're definitely not a loser.
The Braves getting Raciel Iglesias. and
Braves, yep.
After moving Will
Yep,
Smith
yep.
for who'd they trade Smith for?
they swapped with the Astros.
Yeah.
Odorizzi.
Odorizzi. Yeah, a little bit of rotation depth for them.
Yeah, but head and shoulders, it's the Padres.
It's the Padres.
It's not even really close.
Yeah. Twins had a good deadline too. Game.
Yeah.
Tyler Malley.
Yeah.
That was a good get. So I'd say probably the Twins because they made a lot of small, I think, impactful trades.
moves, yeah.
And the
yeah.
Padres were the two.
Which I don't
winners.
think they thought they'd be in a position to do.
No.
I think they thought they wouldn't. I don't know. The Central just through and through is probably the worst division in baseball. AL
Mhm.
Central.
Yeah.
It's bad. He's really
I
bad.
said that before the season. People got really pissed at me. So
Why?
I don't know.
Fans of what team got mad
the
at you?
Ti- Tigers,
Baseball
yeah.
community.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah. So that's
so
the trade deadline.
we want to talk about tampering Tom next.
Now, I got one more baseball topic
Okay.
to go on before we move on. An absolute icon, a legend,
Oh yeah. Yep.
a person that changed the game of baseball. Passed away last night.
Mm-hmm.
Vin Scully.
Yep.
Um,
Very sad.
Very sad. Vin Scully, 94 years old, is probably the most legendary voice in sports. If you ever watch a Dodgers game or just listen to one, the way he calls a game, the knowledge that he has, not just of baseball, but of people and humanity, the way he can paint a picture with his voice and a story he can tell. He's the ultimate storyteller. It's remarkable how much detail and how much knowledge he knew about every player. He would sit down and have a conversation with players before the game and just kind of be like, and just kind of get stories from them, from their lives. He would mine information in a way that no broadcaster has or ever will do again. Even through his 80s, he was in a solo booth by himself that was simulcast both on TV and radio.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just there by himself talking for 3 hours every night for 70 years. He was hired as a Brooklyn Dodgers broadcaster at age, I think, 24. Moved to the team from Brooklyn to LA, and just kind of cemented himself. And if you even moving beyond the iconic calls, the Buckner call, the Hank Aaron call, it's the monotonous stuff that kind of what makes Scully Scully. The stuff where he talks about the time that Johnny Gomes got attacked by a wolf. Like the stuff
Seamlessly while still calling the game.
Well, still calling the game. It gets broken up, and there's a fastball just in there. Anyway, Johnny Gomes, and just like it goes back and forth. The fifth inning of the games is the stuff that makes Vin Scully. The stuff where it's like you're listening to him tell stories and just you're listening to a baseball experience, not just a baseball
Right.
game.
Right.
So if you haven't listened to much Vin Scully in your life, go back through the archives. People are sharing articles, videos after video. Watch them, listen to them, because he's a lost breed and a lost art. And
It is, yeah.
rest
For
in peace to an absolute icon and legend, Vin Scully. And that's what I gotta say about that. All right. So today is Tom Brady's 45th.
Tampering
Happy
Tom,
Happy
baby.
birthday, Tom
Tom.
Brady.
How about this?
Oh.
for
Can
a
we just
birthday
point out that
present?
the biggest Tom Brady fan in the office didn't know it was Tom Brady's birthday
Did
today?
he not?
We said, Casey, you know
Blasphemous.
it's Tom Brady's birthday today? He goes, really?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Fake fan.
Fake fan.
Fake fucking fan.
So yeah, Dolphins, huh?
Dolphins. So for Tom Brady's birthday, first we'll say he said he'll play until he's 45 years old.
He did.
He's
he did.
45 years old. This will be his age 45 season.
Maybe he'll retire twice this offseason.
Maybe.
Makes you
I
think.
mean,
Damn,
this is
he looks good.
probably it for Brady this year, you'd think.
yeah, you'd think.
You'd think.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
One last shot to win a ring, see what happens. But if he stops at 9, like
We say that like he needs one.
exactly.
Right.
But more on the story of Tom Brady is what happened yesterday in the courts. Dolphins lose their 2023 first-round pick. Owner Stephen Ross fined $1.5 million for tampering, with plans to pair Sean Payton and Tom Brady together in 2019. The talks resumed in 2021 once Tom Brady joined the Bucs. However, the talks surrounded Brady joining the Dolphins as an executive, a desire he'd expressed publicly during the final tumultuous year in New England. So the full story is Stephen Ross wanted Tom Brady. They tried to set it up while Brady was under contract with both the Patriots and the Buccaneers, which is a big no-no, including during his retirement this year. Part of the idea behind the plan was you retire, you come back as a free agent, you sign with the Dolphins, you're an executive of the team too. And yeah, that is not allowed. Tom
It's-
Brady tampering, cheating again?
It's crazy, like how good someone can be to the point where like a team wants you on the team and like have power as an executive. That's just absolutely bonkers to me.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Tom Brady is the greatest player.
No,
ever
yeah,
play
no,
football,
it's
so-
exactly like something like Jordan. I
Yeah.
don't know if he had any power when he went to Washington his last go around, but it wouldn't shock me if they said like, "Hey, like you can run the team if you
Yeah.
want." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like players like that earn that respect.
Um,
You know what does suck for the Dolphins though in this case, losing that first round pick. let's just say hypothetically, this year goes to shit. It doesn't work out. Tua is not your guy, clearly. This next draft class is very quarterback heavy. Like, very quarterback heavy. A lot of good quarterbacks.
I will say, in the Dolphins' defense, the next 3 to 4 are quarterback heavy.
Okay, so maybe they'll come back around for 2024. But let's just say they suck this year, they tank, and they need a new quarterback. Can't get one in the first round.
I mean, the
this
upper
year.
levels of the Dolphins management, Stephen Ross especially, just have been
What, pay-
clowning themselves for
They
the
probably
past
miss
The
out
pay
couple
to
of
anyways.
tank situation.
That Greer didn't want Herbert, pass on Herbert,
Mhm.
obviously a mistake.
Yeah.
What
when
pick?
both
Where's Tua
Flores-
taken? What
Fifth.
pick?
Fifth.
Fifth?
Right before.
Because Flores and Ross wanted Herbert, and then Greer was like, no. But then, yeah, you got the whole Ross thing with, trying to get Flores to tank. I don't know. The Dolphins, on the field, you like what you see, but then you go off the field and everything's a shit show.
The guy's been that way for a while. I mean, Stephen Ross is where it comes down to.
Yeah.
He's kind of the through line here.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with them is there's a lot of pressure on the organization, I think, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add all this stuff in. Now it makes it even worse. Now you're losing 2 pretty high draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if, like, not quarterbacks, those are very useful picks.
Especially now that the East, is it the East? AFC East? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
AFC
AFC
East.
East is the weakest it's been probably.
Yeah.
In a while.
Mhm.
in
Well,
terms of there's no
In terms of top,
you
there's
got your
no-
one
yeah,
I mean, the
top
Bills
team.
are the possible best team.
Well,
in
you
the
got the
NFL.
one, no, but you got the
favorite,
one
yeah.
top team.
That's
Then
how
you
it's
got
always been
then
in
you
the
got
AFC.
2 teams that are not going to
right.
make
I'd
the
say
you
it's-
have a shot.
playoffs.
You have a shot.
Yeah, I'd say this is the best the AFC East has been in a long time because before,
Really.
when the Patriots were the Patriots, they won what 16 consecutive AFC.
That's fair. That's fair.
The
Yeah,
Bills,
besides-
were, the Bills were shit.
the Bills were
Jets
shit, the Jets were shit. Yeah.
That is fair.
The Dolphins were shit.
They were
You
all
had the
shit, yeah.
Patriots running a train on the division.
Their best shot
Yeah.
at winning
Yeah.
the East.
Sure,
Um,
sure, but like the Bills are that good this
They
year.
are.
No,
Whereas
yeah, I
it's
think
still
they're
a
going to
tough
win. I think
division.
they're going to win it all.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
yeah, no, it's tough losing on those picks because whether it's
Mhm.
quarterback or not, those are very valuable pieces you can bring in, especially at a time like this, where if is whether we agree it's the most competitive it's been or not, it's still you're still trying to win the division, try to
Mhm.
make at least the wild card in this case, if you're playing behind Buffalo. But yeah, crazy stuff, absolutely crazy stuff. When was the last time the Dolphins were relevant? I mean, relevant in the sense where like
Maybe
they
the-
actually made like a deep playoff run. And
A D playoff run. Oh God.
yeah, like past the
The
first round or
the
something.
The Matt
1990
Castle year, they
Right?
made the
Like I can't
postseason.
think of.
Well,
I
they lost
can't
in the
think
first
of.
Well,
round.
they didn't go anywhere. But
I
this
think
last time they
probably
made
the
the
last
postseason.
time they were relevant was probably 90, 80.
I was gonna say,
The Miami
I was gonna say like
Miracles.
90s,
72.
right? 80s,
Probably
90s?
88, yeah.
That's fucking nuts. That
undefeated
sucks.
teams.
Let's see, Miami
You
Dolphins.
that's nuts.
Hey, I mean, listen, I can't say anything even close because I'm a fucking
no, it's just
Washington Commanders fan.
it's
but-
just surprising. I don't know. You'd think that they at some point
Um,
over the last at least like 20 years they had like a stretch where like they were like, they were good, but I guess not really.
Marino's one of the most talented players, period, to never win a ring.
Yeah.
I will say
He
with
was
this
on
whole
that.
tampering thing, you can kind of put the Belichick didn't want Brady thing to bed at this point.
Yeah, they offered him an extension too, but I mean the bridge had been burned at that
So
point.
the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since 2000.
Wow,
Um,
that's
yeah.
bad. That's
haven't-
really bad.
Yeah, 84 was the last time they made a deep run. to the-
What?
like
That's wild.
they made it to the AFC Championship last time in '92,
What?
and then they made it to Super Bowl in '84
Yo, that's awful. Wow,
because they had a first round bye in '84.
man, I would
Yes.
hate being a Dolphins fan.
I mean, you want to look at the fucking
because
Washington
I feel like
Commanders?
every
like
year,
the-
I feel like most years it's like okay, like maybe they can do something.
It seems
this
like
year,
the
and they never
Dolphins,
do.
the way the Dolphins have worked, and especially in this last decade, is that they've had the pieces, but the whole team wouldn't line up. So like right now,
Sure.
they had the defense last year.
Uh-huh.
Offense didn't line up.
Mhm.
Before you probably say, hey, like their offense was pretty solid, especially when they had Landry. Who was their running
Devontae
back?
Parker.
They had
had
Devontae
Devontae.
Parker. Who was that? Gaskin. He was there.
Miles
That was
Gaskin.
That was more recently. Yeah.
Why is my-
They.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems like their pieces haven't lined up. And
It's
I
like
think-
one
I think
side
this
is
year-
good, the other side.
Right, I
isn't.
think this year they have that shot, but again, you have Tua turn the ball over at quarterback, so it's going to be tough.
Hey, he's throwing 65-yard bombs to Tyreek in practice
on air.
So
Congrats.
most accurate quarterback in the league,
Burrow.
According to Tyreek Hill.
Oh my God! What if they just collapse this season? Tyreek Hill is gonna look like the biggest idiot in the world.
Well, I
Well,
will
he got
say,
his bag.
I know he
so-
got his bag, but like you're
Yeah.
leaving arguably the best quarterback.
I will
that's
say in
gonna be the
Tyreek's
best quarterback in the
defense.
next
I will
15
say in
years.
Tyreek's defense, like, yeah, they're wildly atrocious takes, but at the same time, you can't be on the Dolphins saying,
No,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to.
Mahomes
yeah,
is better than
yeah,
Tua.
you have to
Little
back up
arm.
your
So-
quarterback. I respect that 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to go to a team and start shitting on my
Right.
quarterback. You can't
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Also,
very curious.
Also,
to
you
see
get
how
to
this
be
goes.
in South Beach versus Kansas City.
Yeah, no taxes
No state
too, nothing like
tax.
that. You
But
know
also
what?
Deal. Pretty good deal.
You know what? Not that bad. Maybe.
know,
Maybe it's not that bad.
City, though?
The no taxes.
Yeah, but also Miami.
Yeah. That's,
You get a
I
fucking
don't-
Cuban.
he
sandwich,
also
make
got
your
his.
day feel
He
better.
also got a ring already
not a
too.
Miami
So it's
fan,
not like
so-
he's gonna be chasing a ring. Like he's got one.
I could care less about Miami or living in Miami. I'd honestly rather live in
Especially
Kansas
during
City
the
than Miami.
Really during
Yeah.
the winter.
Yeah.
Miami winter.
First of all, I hate Florida in general.
Well, yeah, Florida sucks.
That's its own little thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Them
I
and
would-
Texas are their
yeah.
own countries, basically.
Yeah. Would you? All right, Dante. Would you rather live in Kansas City or Miami?
No, I'd rather live in Miami for sure.
Simon.
But
I'd
like,
rather live in
I'm taking
Kansas City.
Miami.
yeah, it's, I
Yeah,
can't
so
what are
trade
you
up
gonna
that
do in
weather.
Kansas City? Just
City.
eat barbecue?
I don't know. Go to Royals.
What?
game.
Yeah. What's
Ooh,
like?
go
Yeah. What's
Royals
like the
games.
highlight of Kansas City nightlife? Like, what can you do in
I don't
Kansas
know.
City?
I don't know. I haven't been. Well, I have
Going to
been, but not in a
Kansas
very
City?
long time. So
Yeah. Anyone have any Kansas City
I
stories?
know
or
a couple
anything?
songs about Kansas City.
A couple
Cheaper
songs.
living.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you look at it that way. But from like an athlete's perspective, definitely, because the no taxes thing is
sure.
that's
Yeah.
that's enough reason to want to go down there.
Yeah.
Especially you get 30, like all that money for sure.
More football news. Tim Patrick, last year's Broncos leading touchdown receiver.
sucks.
they have such bad luck.
they
their
do.
Wide
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Him,
Well-
Sutton, and
Judy.
Who was the other guy that
Well, they
tore his
had
ACL
Judy.
like a year ago, 2 years ago? There was another wide receiver that.
Well,
tore it
I don't know.
out.
Patrick
And then-
tears his ACL in training camp.
Yeah,
It will be out for
just
the year.
awful.
Tough for the Broncos. Tough for Russell Wilson.
Tough for some
Um,
Mr. Unlimited.
So what happened with Judy this offseason? Didn't he get arrested?
He got arrested.
He got arrested, but that was
but
they
then
dropped it
they
because
dropped
it was
it.
like suspicion of him like getting like retaliation or
It was
something
some
like
domestic
that.
violence thing or
He-
something.
something like he was getting back at someone, but like it was the woman didn't even file. She didn't press charges.
Yeah.
The police are the ones that stepped in, and she was
Yeah.
like, "No, like I'm not at any threat. Like he didn't do anything to me. Like he's very wrongly arrested, and they let him go. Yeah, he didn't do anything.
What did I just
Yeah,
say?
so they'll have Judy. They'll have Sutton still.
Yeah, so KJ Hamler and Cortland Sutton were the two wide receivers that tore their ACLs in the last few years as
Yeah.
well. So every year it's like a new.
Yeah.
It's like pick whichever one you think is going to tear their ACL this
Yeah,
year.
Tim Patrick was my guy. He was my guy.
He was
guy
my
for fantasy.
he was on my team last year in fantasy.
Yeah,
Your
Yeah,
new
he's a-
favorite team is lighting up Garrett Cole.
I know.
So
Eugenio Suarez, 3-run bomb.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Mariners fan now, by the way. So my
Nice.
girlfriend's from Washington. I have a reason to.
There
root
you
for
go.
Lucky.
There you go.
I love Seattle, bro.
Yeah.
Seattle is. That's the one place that like if I could like move anywhere in the world, Seattle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's there right now.
interesting.
She's at
What about
home
you
right now.
guys? You can move anywhere right now.
Right now?
No, like nothing. You don't have to worry about finding new. Like everything's set up for you wherever you go to move.
No
new
financial
job.
worries,
No financial worries.
San Fran comes to the brain.
San
first.
Fran.
Such a cool city.
I'm probably taking Denver.
Denver.
I've never been to Denver,
I haven't either.
but I have
no.
this kind of pie in the
Never
sky.
been, but like
Sounds cool.
I have this like pie in the sky idea of what Denver is, and it just sounds like beautiful weather. Oh, it gets cold, but like it gets cold here. Beautiful scenery, kind of like very crisp air, kind of lots of space, cheap living. So like, I mean, comparative to Boston's cheap living.
for sure.
I don't know. Denver seems like a really nice place to live.
it honestly does. Yeah.
I'd
Scenic.
I'd
Scenic,
probably
yeah.
go either. I'm either gonna go down Texas, specifically, maybe like a Houston or
Like
something
it's
like that.
hot there. And
Yeah, it's
gross.
true,
You're going to
but
Texas
like
soon?
I'd rather be. I'm gonna be in Texas in 2 weeks. Yeah.
You don't have any strings attached.
No, I cut that off. Yeah, I cut that off.
Ah.
I wasn't gonna go. Or Nashville. I'd love to be in Nashville.
Nashville's fun.
I've wanted to go back to Nashville.
Yeah,
for
at
years.
the same time though, people are like Nashville like is a cool place like vacation,
for,
but like
for like a week.
but
or
once you
something
like live
that.
there, you're like you don't touch that part.
That's
of
true.
Nashville.
Hey, well, I'll have to ask Nut, see how he enjoys living down
Yeah,
there.
sure.
Something like that. Somewhere warm.
But one more football thing I want to talk about.
Trevor
Going back to
Penning
football.
being an idiot.
What?
Again, Trevor Penning being an idiot.
Related. What are those fucking things they're wearing on their
So
helmets?
they're Guardian caps.
Okay.
We used to wear them in high school, actually.
Yeah.
So they just go over the helmet, and then it's just to reduce impact, obviously, because they're like big cushions.
Yeah.
I have
Why don't they wear them during games?
some issues with it
Okay.
because when you wear protective things like that, right? So like people always talk about like how like rugby players don't get hurt nearly as often as football players because when you're not wearing pads, you focus on how to do things correctly so you
Yeah.
don't get hurt.
Mhm.
So someone brought up a good point with the Guardian caps, which is if you're wearing this thing on your head, you might lead with your head or use wrong form because you don't have to worry about hitting your crown as hard or anything like that. But then also, when you wear these for the entire off season, and then you take them off week 1,
It's gonna be a
and you get hit in
different-
the head,
Mm.
you're exposed to a whole different level of impact than you
Yeah.
were for the last month.
Yeah.
So that's my issue with them because it's like, I don't know.
So why,
I
again, why
get-
don't they just
I
wear 'em
get-
during games?
I get the point of it because they look fugly.
They look so stupid, but
I get the point of it. I get it's like I'm sure it will help in the most part, but I'm sure like someone's gonna get a concussion week 1 and be like, yeah, like, I wish I never wore that Guardian cap week 1 or in the preseason because now my head isn't used to that type of.
well, they won't play
trauma.
in preseason game. They won't. use 'em.
That's true. Yeah, and it's only certain positions too. So
Yeah,
like
it's
wide
linemen.
receivers, DBs don't have to. It's just linebackers and linemen's.
Yeah. But going back to what you're saying with the dumbass.
Yeah, Trevor Penning. He's started a fight 3 times so far in OTAs,
So he's Saints' first round pick this year. Trevor Penning. He's an O lineman for the Saints.
and he just got kicked out of practice. So
Yep. 3 straight days he's starting fights with his teammates. What's he doing?
That's the type of guy you want on your team. Builds character.
He's got a dog in him.
He does got
couldn't
that
be
dog
Cole
in him.
Strange
It's called
over
tough
New
love,
Like,
all
look
right?
what he's doing here. He's just like causing. Like, what's he doing? Like, why
He's a
is
rookie.
He's a rookie. First round pick this year. Where'd he go to school?
Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa. Yeah.
So he's definitely one of those
He's
guys
got a chip.
who has been
got a
like the best player out of school every year,
Hey, he's tough.
Because-
Hard
and-
nosed player.
and he like probably grew up in Iowa. I'm gonna guess if he went to Northern Iowa.
I mean, look, he's a great tackle. He's physical. He plays aggressive.
I would
But
rather.
Once the whistle blows, you gotta
Especially
learn.
in
Yeah,
practice.
especially your teammates
You're
and
gonna
stuff
hurt
like
He's from
that.
Clear Lake, Iowa.
Clear Lake,
so yeah.
So he's
It's
an Iowa
just-
kid. He's
Does he
part
have
of,
anger issues?
Probably.
Seems like
He
someone
might.
that has anger
At this
issues.
point, he might.
yeah.
I'd rather have someone like this though than someone that's soft and doesn't,
I'd
put
rather
their body
have
out
Zion
there.
Johnson. Oh wait, I do. He builds computers for fun.
Oh,
That's fun.
That's
Yeah,
fun. That is
and he's
fun.
also one of the best guard. He's going to be one of the best guards in the league. So
That's cool.
A volcano erupted in Reykjavik.
Who?
An Icelandic volcano in Reykjavik.
wow,
I was there.
I want to go to Iceland one day.
Oh, Iceland, my favorite vacation I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
Well, now I really
Yeah,
want to go.
you've talked very highly of Iceland.
I
in the past.
love it there. It is
It looks gorgeous.
gorgeous. It's, you drive a lot, but like you see everything.
Yeah.
It's one of the best places to visit. Highly
Oh,
recommend.
Can't talk about that.
What is this?
It's nah, we shouldn't talk about it. It's
What did he do? What
he
did do?
skipped over giving someone a high five.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Oh, I have seen these recently.
Yes.
It's happened more than
I
once
think
too.
that's what it was. I think it was him or it was. I don't know. Yeah, they.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyways.
that's a
Anyway,
thing.
any more football topics to talk about?
Hard Knocks, Lions. They
Hard Knocks,
released
Lions
the
trailer.
teaser today.
Yeah.
How
Dan
to-
Campbell makes me want to run through a fucking
Dude,
wall.
I would
kneecaps.
want that guy leading me to battle every single week. Dude, that guy is electric.
He is just-
electric.
all
Oh
grit.
my god.
All grit. No, like I understand, like like he's one of those guys that, like, even though the Lions aren't going to be great or anything like that, you can't put that on the coach. Like the guy's doing all he fucking can.
The Lions are a team you just want to love.
I actually like.
Yeah,
I
I
have
really
no
do.
hatred towards him. I
No.
don't
No
have
one
anything
does. Why
against
would
him.
you?
Well, I have nothing against
And
What
him.
have they done to
especially
anyone else?
especially last
Aiden
year,
Hutchinson,
everybody
too.
was rooting for him. I want to show you guys Aiden Hutchinson getting manhandled by Panay Sewell.
Mm.
Ooh.
I didn't think he was a top 10 player in this draft. Like,
Hutchinson?
call me crazy, I didn't think
He was. He went one, right?
He had like
Yeah?
seven. He had
Or
7
He
good
went
games.
to
Two.
Trevon Walker won.
That's
He had,
right, that's
he had
right, yeah.
like 7 good games this year. Trevon Walker, same thing. Hutchinson
I
had like
think the whole
7
thing-
good
Walker
games
was
this
all
year.
on potential, yeah.
Hutchinson had 7 good games this year, and they were just all on prime time. So like immediately, and then Thibodeau did nothing wrong. He just
Yeah.
wasn't on Michigan.
Classic overanalyzed.
Exactly.
player,
Yeah, right. So I don't
This
know.
is a pretty
And then
weird.
all the stuff, all the off the field issues that Thibodeau had that people just made up was the reason he fell, which is so stupid.
This is a weird draft
anyways.
this year.
It was a
I really didn't
Giants had
know
2 home
many
it was a
people in the
big
draft.
it was a big like trenches draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which like you need them every so
Yeah, you
often.
need those guys.
But the next like 3 or 4 years, the drafts are going to be absolutely insane. The people coming out in the next 3 to 4 years are
You're gonna
ridiculous.
see some
Mhm.
teams
I like,
tanking.
I like the Commanders who they drafted. Dotson.
Oh, the
Yeah, I
wide
like
receiver.
Dotson. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was
He's-
something
he's
they
a good
needed
He's solid.
immediately, but
Yeah, I mean, like at that pick, I think it was kind of best available.
Who would the Patriots take?
likely.
Patriots.
Oh,
Strange.
brother.
Cole Strange.
Oh,
Strange.
Strange. That's
Oh.
right. Yeah.
Future
Oh.
All-Pro.
Getting
Cole
freaky.
Strange.
Getting strange. Yeah. Yep.
At Chattanooga.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that was
And
hilarious.
Chattanooga.
So
Yeah.
the 32nd pick is from Everett, Mass. You know where that
Ugh.
is? Yeah.
I know where Everett
Do you know what?
Mass is.
Well, I didn't know.
I've lived here for.
Do you know
Do you
7
know where
years.
that is?
You're from DC, so I didn't know.
It's not
I've
that
lived
far
in.
from
I've
here.
lived here
I
for
forgot you
7
went to
years.
Northeastern, so yeah.
Yes, I've lived here for a
Everett
long
isn't
time.
that far from here. Is it?
No.
No.
It's a Boston suburb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suburb, I guess. No, it's not a suburb.
Everett.
It might be.
Everett,
I've
you
spent
ever
more
hear of
time in
it?
Boston than you have.
Hey, Boston. You ever hear of
Buddy.
it before?
That probably is true.
Definitely
'cause you
true. I
went to
lived.
school there.
I lived there for
so
5
yeah,
years.
That is true.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some of my friends didn't know the towns around Amherst.
That's on them.
that's on them. Yeah.
Sounds like some stupid
That's what
friends
I'm
you
just
got.
saying. I
Mm.
do. Some of my friends are so fucking stupid. They have to like
Shout out to Ben's friends.
That depends.
they'll, like use directions to get to like places still. I'm like, dude.
What do you
been
mean?
living
Like
here
Google
your
Maps?
entire- Yeah.
Casey
Like
had to-
where like in their surrounding area.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Casey, I think until recently, from his home, had to get directions to here.
I would have. So when I first started here, I had my
Yeah.
GPS for maybe the first week.
Well, didn't
Yeah, first week.
But then I
Yeah.
was just like, all right, I didn't know.
But
where
like,
I'm going.
even when he was commuting from, where he commuted for like over a year, he had to.
Yeah. So last
Yeah.
like last summer, my first day, I like put it in,
Mhm.
and then that was it.
yeah, some people just like having the reassurance.
If,
I
if, I,
guess,
if there's
that they're going
traffic,
the right
and
If
then
there's,
place.
I'll look,
If there's
I'll look to
traffic,
see
so you
which
can
way to
get
go.
like
Exactly.
which different
Traffic,
ways to go.
But
Yeah,
I don't necessarily need the like.
I get
directions.
that. Yeah.
ugh, just got an email about my softball team. We're so bad.
I might have to show up to join.
You
the
gotta
softball
show
game.
up.
It sounds like you might have to.
We're so bad.
Here,
So,
I'm
like,
hearing guys are hitting dingers. left and
first
right.
inning, runners in the
What's
corners.
the field call? I want to see how short it is. Do you
What?
know what the field's called?
Lincoln Park. Wake me. No, wrong band. Fuck. At that.
Lincoln Park.
Wake me up.
Evanescence.
I've become so numb. Somerville.
Evanescence. Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
I didn't really say like the dimensions. It's a fun park though.
I just want to like see a picture of it and like look at the.
Guys, I'm back. I got my first match. We're back, baby. We're
one?
fucking
Back in
good.
business.
It's small.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah. But so anyway, first inning,
It's a nice park.
runners. It's a really nice park. Yeah. Runners in the corners, 1 out. I hit an absolute nuke down the line. Off the bat, I knew it was foul though. Just 3 feet foul.
Off the bat, I knew it was foul.
It was an absolute piss missile. And then next pitch, I hit an RBI single. We go up 1-0. That's the only run we scored the entire game. I only got one more at bat in 7 innings of baseball and softball, which is impressive because I've had 4th. We went 1, 2, 3 most innings. My second at bat, I got a pitch I could hit, and I just got
whiffed?
under it. No, I popped it up. Like, it was a high pop up, but that was brutal. Yeah, my team fucking sucks. We got another next game on Monday. I think we have 2 games next week. Yeah, so let's see if we can win a game this year. We're 0-3.
How many games are there?
6 or 7. Don't feel confident in us winning a game.
Come on.
You like the Lions.
Exactly. We're level
We
one
love to
from
root for you,
misfits.
but we know you're gonna lose every
Uh-huh.
time.
It was the
Nothing
first thing
wrong
about
with
like, okay, we have the shortstop who's like can play. Like he's a good shortstop. But he made the wrong throw every time. Like I'd be telling him, like go two, like the short distance, and he'd throw the first and he'd be safe because like the fields are small, and so you're gonna beat out most ground balls. But he wanted to show off his arm and he'd be safe every
Do
time.
you know any of these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of know the guy who played shortstop.
Gotcha.
But like I was like go two, and he'd throw to 1, and then the one time I'm like go 1, he throws to second.
Classic.
Classic. And then I made a nice play at third on a foul ball. Got to sprint over to my spot. Made the
Okay.
catch. Pitched a little bit. Got rocked.
I don't think I'd want to pitch in slow pitch.
No, it's not fun.
It's probably a
I struck someone out.
scary experience.
That's also a squishy ass ball. You'll be fine. I struck someone out.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To get struck out in slow
Yeah.
pitch.
Pretty
Absolutely
embarrassing.
embarrassing. Should never happen.
My
No.
friends would be in a softball league years ago,
Mhm.
and I wasn't a part of it. But it was just a drinking league. You go, you
Yeah.
drink. I would go and watch. Some I'd also drink. I'd get in on the fun.
Mhm.
Those are
So we played rec softball at school.
Yep.
intramural.
but it was during like COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So normally the rule is you can't have more than one baseball player on the team.
Yeah.
Technically, none of us were on the team
Mm.
in that moment.
Yeah.
So our entire team was the baseball team.
So you
Nice.
just destroyed
And you can
everyone.
imagine how things went.
Yeah. That's-
People. Some teams would get mad. I'm like,
Fair enough.
I don't know what to tell you.
You're not. I mean,
they let us
technically,
play, so,
yeah. I mean,
we weren't gonna say no.
blame
Yeah.
blame the league or whoever's in charge of it.
It was a good time though. It was a good time.
Dwayne asks in the comments, going back to some comment questions. Johnny, who do you think will be the best player we got in the Soto trade?
We. Is he a Nationals fan?
Well, he said y'all got.
Oh.
So
Um,
Hassan's the highest rated prospect of them all.
I think
I really like Susana.
I like
stuff.
Susana.
He throws
a
102
lot.
already and a 90-mile-an-hour
He
changeup
sits at 98 like throughout the entire game. Hits
Yeah.
92.
with a changeup.
See,
Like-
how tall is he? He's like 6'7", right?
Yeah, he's a
6'8"?
tall kid. My main concern is the Nationals cannot develop pitching prospects or hitting prospects. The Nats can't develop
Yeah,
anyone.
that's true.
So you need an organizational change. They
I
need a-
like James Wood a lot. Have you seen James Wood videos?
no.
Brother, you gotta
I saw
look up James Wood. Turn the volume on too.
James.
That's
Woods.
essential.
No, not that James Wood.
That's who we got.
Oh, we got
James
the
Woods
actor, the
from Family
75-year-old
Guy.
actor.
A 23-year-old
James Woods high.
James Wood, baseball.
That's always
Oh
tough.
yeah, he's from Rockville. Hey, he's a local kid.
All is well. Everything's fine now.
Let's see. How James Wood? No.
By the way, that person naturally was a bot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, Dante.
Thank you. We're back. We're back, baby. That's when you know we're back on the grind.
Who's you watching? A documentary?
Yeah, he was in the IGM Academy. IMG. Here we go. Top prospects. James Wood.
Well, you wanna. This was this year.
Wood comes from an athletic family. His father played.
He's a tall motherfucker.
How tall is he? 6'7"?
I don't know.
Here we go. YouTube. Let's see this bad boy. He is pretty tall. I like a left. Oh, show me a pull up bat. I want to see a pull.
Great highlights. Taking the first pitch.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Get a swing.
427, 107 mile per hour exit velo.
Make sure the volume's up for that.
I want to hear this one. You're gonna hear this one nicely.
Ooh.
Oh,
He's got a nice swing.
he does.
It's very upper body.
Oh. This was in high school.
Yeah.
At Globe Life.
That sounded like that
He's
ball
got
got
It's very upper body.
exploded.
That swing.
He's also 6'7".
Yeah. But
Good for him.
good for him.
Things
Yeah.
I'd do to be 6'7".
What would you do?
That's honestly
really
too
loud, I'm
tall.
sorry.
That's too tall.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways.
We got another question from Amanda. She asks, "What do you think is the most perfect song ever made?"
Fast
anything-
Car by Tracy Chapman.
Fast car.
We got
There
a
you
fast
go.
car.
It's the best song of all
I got a
time.
ticket to anywhere.
The cover by Khalid. There's like it's called like BBC Radio or something like that, and like it's a radio station. You're fucking disgusting. you know
Anyways,
that.
it doesn't count.
Khalid
It's
did a
Christmas
cover,
song.
so
But All I Want for Christmas Is You.
can't go wrong with
Doesn't
that.
count though. I'm not counting.
Not counting it.
Just only strictly Christmas.
You ever hear of the super festive remix with Justin Bieber? It's
He
great.
wants to know what you would do to be 6'7". Dwayne Bacon.
What would I do to Dwayne if I said what I would do to be 6'7"? We would get kicked off of every podcast platform there is. So I'm gonna keep that to myself. But yeah, fast car's my answer. What about you? You actually got an answer? What's going on?
Let's see.
I'll probably go "God Only Knows" by the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful song, beautiful instrumentation, changed music forever. Pet
That or
Sounds.
Lies by Lil Xan, one of the two. And that pussy tastes like Skittles. What? You could really taste the rainbow. Hey,
Yeah,
one of
pretty
the
much
worst song
Lil
lyrics ever.
Xan, Beach Boys, kind of the same.
Or Dreams by Fleetwood Mac is a great one too. Or
don't-
Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow. Forget about it. That's my goal.
I think you go one good answer, one terrible answer.
And I
every
always
time.
follow it up with something good though. Yeah, I gotta cover my bases. You know what I mean? Cover my
I
tracks.
mean, Sunflower by Sway and Post.
That's a
Sunflower by
That's a-
Rex Orange County.
That's
Ooh,
an
that's
incredible
that's a
song.
great one.
The Race by Taken.
What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow.
fuck a beat. I'm just trying
Can't
to
help
think
falling
of
in love by Elvis is also is also.
Edwin Diaz's walkout song.
Only
What's that?
Electric Factory. You know what it is?
John by Lil Wayne.
No.
Edwin Diaz's walkout song. Wait.
bulldog, my motherfucking pet. I pointed at you until the
I
motherfucker
almost
stretch.
tapped my screen.
Nice.
Any Kodak?
Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. Come on, what are we
I
doing?
can't believe you haven't seen this.
Kid like you, my mirror.
The entire stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
trumpets.
Yes.
Bam, 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 bam,
Yes.
bam, 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 bam.
Woo.
Bam, bam, bam.
Let's
Bam,
go.
bam, 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 bam,
Hey.
bam, bam, bam.
Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Gotta go, those white people.
Oh. Yeah, but that's impeccable.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Simon, you got one? What's your perfect song? And why is it Beautiful Soul by Justin McCartney?
No, it's not. It's Borderline by Tame Impala.
Ooh.
Borderline.
Oh, sneak.
Yeah.
Perfect song is
Some of them
Sunday
are
by
hard.
Raspy Taylor.
Seeking.
Yeah,
s-
it feels like a
s-
Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
Raspy
one.
Taylor.
Feels like a Sunday. Excuse me.
Also, Dwayne put a great answer in Homecoming by Kanye.
Not his best song. Going
That's a
home
great
again.
one.
Certainly not his best
Do you
album.
miss
Viva
me
La
now
Vida
and then?
by
Fireworks on
It is
Lake
his best album.
Michigan.
I think it is. Well, my favorite album.
Oh.
My favorite album.
Because I'm
Oh,
coming home
well,
I saw
again.
this picture of Mark Henry.
I was gonna
Don't know
ask
why.
you why you had that on your screen, but I figured because you edited the video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most of the things,
then
I
move
have so
back
much
to
trash on my
trash.
computer because of that.
just random pictures that
Yeah.
we've used
I have
from
a
TikToks
lot.
and
Honestly,
stuff.
what's the most
stuff on
random?
here.
If you go to my screenshots, you're gonna find something.
I
random.
did clear it out the other day. Well, here's one. I still have this. I'm
Clear
not
it
going to
out.
delete this. either.
What is it? What do
Oh,
I
this
say
is
in
probably the
that?
most random
Yeah,
photo I
that's
have on
fair.
my computer. This is not for work.
Oh.
It's
Do
a
you rem-
narwhal in Nazi Germany.
When Snapchat put out the fuck you Ben.
You see that?
Yeah, everyone can use that on Valentine's Day. Send that out to your significant other.
Short hair Dante, too.
When short hair Dante. When Snapchat first introduced the face swap thing, where you can like find
Mhm.
a picture and like it would be front. It was
Uh-huh.
that guy that you just showed Johnny, my friend.
I got
and it
this.
It's fucking hilarious. Oh man.
I also have, oh, this you sent me yesterday was hilarious.
Oh yeah, the consensual sex.
Some memes.
I got,
Alberto Dorito. Yep, absolutely. That's a great one. A lot of what do you meme ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I cleared mine out.
Yeah, I
actually
gotta
the
go
other
through
day,
my
so-
downloads one day and just go
Oh,
crazy.
you know what I do have, though?
I know you have
Almost
yeah.
Tuesday.
Almost Tuesday.
Kawasaki. Susie. Susie.
I hope she's watching.
I hope so, too.
She's not.
No, she's somewhere.
you don't know that.
Yeah.
Dwayne Bacon. Imagine
Oh
Dwayne
my
Bacon
God!
was
Could you
Susie.
imagine if that's who it was the whole time? That my world would
What is
it?
explode.
I'm looking over my freshman year.
My world would
work.
I don't even know.
What are we doing in our show? We're doing Dirty Joke of the Day today?
Should we do joke of the day?
You know what? Why
John.
don't we?
John, we're doing joke of the day. Get down here.
Why not? Let's do it. Our edition. Joke of the
Alright,
day.
everyone, everyone Google some jokes.
All right.
We're all doing
Joke of the
jokes.
day. Us edition. All right.
What kind of jokes we thinking? Just dirty jokes?
Oh, I can. Yeah, let's do some dirty jokes.
What is the shortest, very funny joke you know? Thank you, Reddit.
Your penis.
Say what you will about deaf people.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Get it? Because I can't hear. Yeah, I get it.
Say what
Because
you
they're
will about-
deaf.
I know a lot of jokes about unemployment.
Why did the sperm cross the road?
Why?
Because I put the wrong sock on this morning. Oh.
Two men broke
You've
into a.
seen the swing set one, Helen Keller too, right?
Why?
The
Yeah.
deaf,
Oh.
deaf people going.
Mm.
That one's
You know
really
why a
solid.
mermaid wears seashells?
Because she outgrew her bee shells.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Cheap circumcision.
50% off.
A ripoff.
Rip off.
Oh my God! What's long, green, and smells like bacon? Kermit the Frog's fingers.
Oh God.
Oh my.
Shocker Nation, baby.
Try to let's find more. What's a pirate's least favorite letter? Dear sir, we have a record of your illegal downloading activity.
Oh. That's good. That's
a good one.
Let me go on Reddit. I feel like Reddit is where we need to go.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Another
One, a different
This
answer.
is more of the cliche.
Arg.
R.
No, me first love be the sea. Arr.
What is furry and peeking out of your pajamas at night?
My dog.
Your head.
My tail.
These aren't funny.
What's the most important part of a joke?
The punchline.
That's what I was gonna say.
Timing.
Thought he was gonna punch me.
No.
Everyone just, why are there just? It's just.
What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick.
That is true.
Yeah. You know.
That's pretty valid.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. No, Reddit isn't helping me right now.
How do you think the unthinkable
You don't.
with an iceberg?
Ooh, 17 dirty jokes are so filthy when you shower.
What kind of bees produce milk?
Boobies.
Correct.
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
Oh, come on.
She
no
gagged.
way. Everyone
Classic.
knows that one.
This is.
Oh,
What's-
here's Kermit's finger again.
Why did the half-blind man fall into the well?
Because he didn't see it.
Because he couldn't see that well.
That well.
Mm.
Oh man. Let's see what we got.
What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
I don't know.
I don't
Neither
know.
of them get flicked.
I wouldn't pay $40 to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
Oh.
A chickpea and a garbanzo
Oh
bean.
yeah, no, I get it.
Get it? Get
Why
it?
why does Dr Pepper come in a can? Because his wife died.
Jesus Christ.
He's got to put it somewhere.
Oh.
Get it?
I get it.
Yeah. Yep. Doc the
Before
doc.
the before the invention of the train in 1804, people used to run wagons on your mom.
Oh man, we're getting real dicey right here.
Oh yeah.
What do you call two lesbians in a closet?
What?
A liquor cabinet.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Get it? Lick.
Have you ever smelled mothballs?
No.
Mothballs.
Yeah.
Have you smelled the smell of mothballs before, right?
I have not.
No.
I don't think so. No.
Sam, have you ever smelled mothballs?
No.
God damn it! Fuck you guys.
I know you wanted one certain response.
Have you ever smelled mothballs?
Yeah, Johnny, I have.
Yeah.
How'd you get your head between his little legs?
Oh, come on. Let's go easy.
Want to hear a joke about a ghost?
No.
Who was dead. All right, fuck BuzzFeed.
What's the difference between two dicks and a joke? Your mom can't take a joke.
What do you call a woman who's paralyzed from the waist down?
What?
Married.
Yeah.
Apparently that sent Luke Voigt down. Someone
It's
said.
just regular porn. You're just like, fuck.
Oh, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't see anything about that.
Why would they do that though?
That'd be silly. You got too many assets playing on the major leagues right now.
I've seen him.
I'm just looking at pictures.
No,
What's-
this is the website.
What's the difference? What's the difference between your mom and a washing machine? When I drop a load in the washing machine, it doesn't follow me around for a week.
Why was the guitar teacher arrested?
Why was the what?
Kinda like, why was the guitar teacher
Cause like the
arrested?
finger a minor.
You've seen this one.
Yeah.
That's already on the website.
Yeah, that's not good. I just want like.
Well, none of them are good.
Yeah, but I want. filthy.
You know what anti-jokes are?
Yes, I love any
You like
jokes.
anti-jokes?
Yeah. Two peanuts were walking down the street. One was assaulted.
Why did the plane crash?
Because the pilot was dead.
The pilot was a loaf of bread.
What's worse than the Holocaust?
A worm in your apple.
That's the other way around. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? The Holocaust. Yeah.
What's worse than the Holocaust? 2 worms in your apple.
2 worms in your apple. We're going down this road because I know a lot of dead baby jokes too.
Listen, brother. Listen, brother. We got time. Listen, we got time.
I used to love anti jokes, dead baby jokes, and Helen Keller jokes
Anti-jokes
as a
are
kid.
hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Reddit best anti jokes.
And it jokes.
Anti jokes. What is the best anti joke you know? Here we go. A duck walks into a pharmacy. He approaches the pharmacist at the counter and says, "I need some ointment for this rash in my beak." The pharmacist replies, "Sorry, we don't have medicine for ducks here." That's it. What kind of fish don't swim?
I know this one.
Dead ones.
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Makes sense,
Can't
yeah.
swim when you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Why did they bury the general on the hill?
Oh. Why did they?
Because he was dead.
I think I know. I think
Why
I
doesn't the
sense
Pope want to be
direction we're going.
cremated?
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, because he's alive.
Oh, got him.
That's incredible. I
Yo-
lost my keys. ... Can I check your pants?
What?
What kind of jokes? Are
You know what the
dirty
toughest
jokes?
part about being a gay black policeman is? The discrimination. Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he knows it. That was his character. He was a gay black policeman.
Oh,
How many Germans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many what?
Oh, I know the answer. To this.
1. Germans are efficient and not very funny.
Oh,
Mm.
I was thinking something else.
It's an anti-joke.
I was thinking.
Why is
something
crime so low in Germany? Because it's illegal.
Can't
Ah,
argue- can't
that
argue with
yeah,
that
that
one.
makes
Uh-huh.
sense. That makes sense.
Ask me if I'm a tree.
Are you a tree?
No.
Okay. You love that one.
My girlfriend tried to make me have sex on the hood of her Honda Civic, but I refused. If I'm going to have sex, it's going to be on my own accord. Yeah, I get Honda Accord.
I'll do one more.
All right.
Why can't the T-Rex clap?
Because his arms can't reach.
No, because it's extinct.
That's true.
It is.
Yeah.
I was thinking of tying in.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Joke of the Day.
I don't know how anyone could have not enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great. That was golden.
It was.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the podcast. Remember, we are on tomorrow, not on Friday because it's going to be hot.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, we will be here talking 1 p.m. So we'll be live on YouTube too. So go check us out on YouTube as well. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another podcast.
Peace out.
Later.